It's been nearly a month since Apex Legends come out, and they truly live up to the name of being the apex predator of the Battle Royale genre, dominating it across the platforms. Today we'll be talking about what actually makes it so successful and what makes it so popular. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Reconex and let's get into today's subject. So, Apex Legends is developed by Respawn Entertainment and published by EA Games, and straight off the bat, that attracted some attention of the gamer community. After all, it was made by AAA gaming companies that are behind titles like Battlefield or Titanfall, which are fairly successful on their own and in their own little communities, as well as in general gaming communities. And making Apex Legends free-to-play game attracted even more of that attention and opened its doors to more players than the paid game would. So by the sheer accessibility, they already made some clout for themselves and for the game, but that alone couldn't fight the competition that is Fortnite or PUBG. And that's where the gameplay and the mechanics originality come into play. So, let's talk gameplay. It's your standard Battle Royale game where you drop on the map with your squad without any weapons or any other equipment other than your special powers. And basically, you and your squad wants to be the last man standing, and that's where the originality comes into play. Instead of having 100 people match, you have 60 people match of 3-man squads, which makes it 20 squads, competing against each other. As I mentioned before, you get the special abilities specific to each class, but I won't go into detail for that, these classes and superpowers, as that's just another whole video. But anyway, so adding these powers into the game is another original thing that they brought to the game. And I use the term original kind of loosely because obviously it was done before with Overwatch or Team Fortress, which is obviously a team-based game where you have your special abilities specific to each class. And that's one of the key things that makes the game stand out from the rest, as it contributes to the popularity and success of the game. I know from my own experience, I found Battle Royale games quite slow and boring, and I love the fast-pacedness of Overwatch or Team Fortress. And putting these mechanics of having superpowers and classes made the game more attractive to me. And I bet there's many other gamers that, think the same way, like, they don't like Battle Royale because it's too slow, and then this, came out, and then, it kind of made us fall in love with the Battle Royale genre. But anyway, now let's talk about the awesome, in my opinion, map. And oh boy, is it good. Quite small, with a couple of drop points, and quite a few good choke points. And a little open, empty space. There's not a lot of it, literally tiny little bit. Most of it is just cluttered with houses and, other buildings and stuff, which is a good thing, don't get me wrong. Little space. And yeah, in my opinion, it's really good map design. And yes, I know you might be thinking and, screaming at the screen right now, like, but Reckon, how does it make a good map when it's small? Shouldn't it be big? And shouldn't the gameplay be a bit longer, the matches stay longer? Well, no. And just hear me out before you click off the video. Hear me out why I think that. Basically, what makes the small map so good is that it allows for quicker gameplay, as well as small map enables them to make few good choke points around the map, which in my opinion is really essential in games like this. To pick people off that are trying to run away from the circle, or basically just try to sneak past, and then you basically make a trap for them, and then surprise the motherfucker, and then yeah, so it's a really good point. And going back to what I said about the quick gameplay, it makes the game good as this is the kind of game that's supposed to be quick. That you should be thinking quick on your feet and then act fast before the circle closes, or someone pops you and someone jumps on you and makes a trap and then kills you. But I think I will leave the map here because I could go on for a long while about how good the map is, but I won't go into detail as well. Like, that's again another whole video of explaining why the map is so good, and yeah. Um, but yeah, uh, but now let's move on to the mechanics that make the game good and popular. As I mentioned before, you get 8 classes in total. Well, 6, considering there's 2 being hidden behind the paywall or the grind wall. Which is a nice little touch from, especially from EA, that they actually let us grind it out instead of spending our hard-earned money to just get, extra classes. Honestly, I believe that one of the classes is not worth getting, especially for the money. Like, it's good support class, but Caustic is, it's not definitely not my favorite. Whereas Mirage, which is the other class you can unlock, it's really good. Like, he's got good abilities, but I'll just leave it there. I won't go into detail. Don't want to bore you guys with these details in this video because that's not what the video is about. But now, the big game changer, and no pun intended, is the ping system, which is the best thing that happened to multiplayer games since the invention of LAN parties. And I mean it. Like, what makes it so good, you might ask? Well, basically it enables you to communicate with other people without having a mic. Say if you're playing with some randoms that don't have a mic, well, not a problem. Just ping the location you need, or ping the enemy, or just, call dibs on the weapons that you want. Say pings a weapon, there's a weapon there, and you can call dibs on it by pinging on that weapon, which is really good. Like, literally helped me a lot with communicating with other people when I don't want to use my mic, or where I have a mic and they don't have it. But also what makes it so good is when you have a mic, it kind of assists you having a mic. Say, like, if you're making callouts, say you don't have to, like, look at the compass, say, like, oh, there's a guy, west of me or whatever. You basically can just, you can call it out, like saying, like, oh, there's 2 guys on me, and you can ping it. You can literally ping to other people, mark it where you are, so I don't have to look at the radar or look at the compass, then figure out where you are. You just, basically, you see the ping going off, and you're like, oh, okay, so I can, flank on whatever you need to do, you do. And it does assist you a lot with callouts. I've played with my friends having a mic, and honestly, this helped a lot us communicating with callouts, and like any kind of callouts, basically. Yeah. So I honestly think it's a really good idea that they did this, and that was literally long overdue. Like, honestly, I'm surprised that PUBG or Fortnite didn't think of this, but well, EA done the job well done with that one. And yeah, and now let's move on to weapons. Now, last but not least, of course, weapon and equipment. What makes the weapon system so good, and what I like about it most, is that it's divided into categories, which are obviously you've got your small ammo, small ammo, light ammo. Sorry, not small ammo. Light ammo guns. You got your heavy guns. You got your energy guns, and you got your shotguns, of course, your shotguns, and obviously you got your special weapons. I think special weapons use any kind of. I never came across legendary weapon yet myself. So I think they just use, the normal ammo you get, like, whatever you need. And another good thing about the weapon system is that they actually color-coded. So what makes it good, it's color-coded, it's basically that finding, say, a specific type of weapon is so much easier, because you can just, like, excuse me, I need to just do my mask. So basically, like, if you want a shotgun, you look for the, if you see a weapon being, color-coded red, so, it's a shotgun. Well, I mean, yeah, because, well, the weapons are not exactly color-coded, they're more color-coded with, if you get it from the loot box or whatever, like, in-game, you basically, it's only color-coded when it's legendary, and that means you got all the attachments on it that are legendary, and, that kind of shebang. But ammo is color-coded, and it helps a lot. It helps a lot to do with a quick play. You don't have to kind of look at the ammo, read the text, like saying, oh, it's a shotgun shells, or it's a fucking, I don't know, rifle bullets. color coded. So say like you got your light ammo, it's orange or yellow, whichever you want. There's a teal blue for heavy ammo. You got green, it's energy ammo, and then shotgun's red. So it makes it so much easier to find the ammo you need by just looking at the little icon above the weapon. Ammo, and then obviously like, oh, okay, that's the ammo I need, and not like picking it up or like having to read it. You can just that again contributes to the quick play, quick gameplay, not quick play, quick gameplay of the thingy. And also the weapons. There's not a lot of weapons. Literally, you got about 2 or 3 from each kind of specific class, which is good. And the names are not some like cold fucking 90 fucking cal whatever. Like I don't think there's a cold 90 cal. Like I think 90 caliber that's a fucking tank. But it's not. It's like say your shotguns. It's not gonna call like Winchester or whatever. It's called Peacekeeper. Like you got your R300 301s. You got your R99s. You got your Wingmans. And the names are so easy to remember. I mean, they're so easy to remember that I keep calling the Peacekeeper, I keep calling the Peacemaker. I think it's, Pacemaker, Peacekeeper, Peacemaker, you get the gist. And yeah, I think that's the only issue I have with it, but that's just my own fault, my own fucking moron-ass brain. And yeah, and it's just, and I think that's where Fortnite kind of nailed it, where they had a couple of weapons. They named them pretty easy, for kids to remember. And, and yeah, and that helps a lot with, especially with new players. It's easier for a new player to come into the game and pick it up, play it, and within maybe an hour or two, learn all the weapons, like what they do, or like, how they react, how much damage they do, and like what the spread pattern is on shotguns and stuff. So it's really good. And yeah, and you obviously get your attachments. They divided by tier. Higher tiers give you higher bonuses. Each attachment give you bonuses. Say like barrel for shotgun, you got faster fire rates. Like extended mags. Obviously, you got more ammo in your mags. You get and basic stuff. But also, what they have is something called hop-ups. Hop-ups is basically attachments to weapons, specific weapons that help you, like say Prowler, which is a free burst, I think it's free burst assault rifle. A hop up for this makes it a fully automatic, which is a fucking deadly ass weapon. When you find that hop up and you get a Prowler with a nice like a barrel, so that recoil is a bit lower because the recoil on it is really fucking high. You basically you are deadly. Same like Peacekeeper. Like I run a setup with Peacekeepers and R99 or R308, 301, and honestly, hands down, Peacekeeper is my favorite close range and all-time weapon. Like I'm not gonna lie, this is my favorite. I know it's favorite of many big streamers out there and all this, but it's not the reason why I chose it. I actually chose it because I prefer it. Yeah. But I think that's enough on the weapons and equipment. And one thing that I want to mention before I finish the video, there's loot boxes. And I know you might be thinking, loot boxes, right? EA. Loot boxes from EA. You might be thinking to yourself like, oh shit, how am I going to have to pay now? Well, nothing technically, because every time you level up, you get a loot box. And now the question comes in like, oh, do I need to get keys? I bet I need to get keys to open them. Well, nope. You don't need actually nothing to open them. You just get them every level until a certain level, I think level 50, you get loot boxes at every level. And they're free to open. But one thing that's a bit dodgy with them, they got higher chances of unlocking skins and stuff for your for the characters that actually hidden behind the paywall and the grind wall. But it's free loot boxes anyway, every level, and you level up pretty often anyway. I mean, I don't have much skills in Apex anyway. I'm quite bad at it. Like I'm better at the Apex than every other Battle Royale, but I'm not the best. But the grind for levels within 3-4 hours, I managed to get to level 10. So Oh, and as well, if you want to unlock the characters, you don't have to pay money, any money for them. Like literally no money. And when I said the grind wall, is basically you grind to level 20 to get your first unlock, first character to unlock. That is if you don't spend any of the red credits. I don't know what they're called. The red credits that you get every level up, you get 600. If you don't spend any of them until level 20, you have enough to unlock the character. And honestly, level 20 is like, I don't know, 5-hour gameplay. Like literally 5 hours, you know, depending on how well you do, you'll get it. It's not a hard grind. It's not like, you know, days on end grind. And yeah, so I think I covered everything, I believe. At least what makes it so popular. And yeah, and I think now just to recap, yeah, I think we can recap now. So, firstly, the game is free, developed by one of the oldest and most experienced AAA gaming companies. So, you know, like, it's a free game made by these people, even though EA's got bad reputation for microtransactions and all that. We still know, deep inside our hearts, we know they make good games, they publish good games. You know, like Battlefield, Titanfall. Well, Titanfall, I'm not too much of a fan, but Battlefield. Like, it's a good game, it's got a good storyline, it's got fucking brilliant graphics. I actually prefer Battlefield over COD. Please, guys, don't fucking kill me over it. You know, hold the hate, but I do actually prefer Battlefield over COD. But yeah, it's free and made by such a big company. Obviously, Epic Games, it's somewhat big company, but it's not indie company like, you know, PUBG. I can't remember who made PUBG. I'm sorry. I should have researched it. But Epic Games kind of didn't have obviously the assets and the money to finance, you know, game that, you know, that's why it went in early access. Now it's in beta, which I won't go into the whole shebang what I think about Epic Games. Like, I don't hate Fortnite, don't get me wrong. Many people think I just hate Fortnite. I don't hate Fortnite. I don't like Epic Games and their practices. But let's not get into it. This is not the video for it. So yeah, you know, it's a big company, so obviously they, you know, they can smash the game, like, you know, and now with Anthem coming out, like, you know, they've been busy, like, you know, they've been sitting back, you know, and, you know, chucking them games at us, but, you know. Secondly, it's easy to learn all the mechanics of the game, even for someone that never played this kind of games before. And by this kind of games, I mean Team Fortress, Overwatch, any Battle Royale games. It's easy to pick up, it's easy to learn, as long as you read the descriptions of the powers. You know, you sweet, basically, you sweet, like, then, you know, learning all the weapons, all the drops, not a problem. Like, I've learned, you might say most of the map within the first 3 hours of the game, within the first 10, 20 maybe matches. And I knew where the drop is, you know, where the good drops are and all this. And yeah, it's a really easy game to learn and stuff. It's a breath, and thirdly, it's a breath of fresh air, you know, in the genre. It brings so much new to the genre, and it's just good, you know. It's really like they done things that were never done before in Battle Royale, and they kind of took a leap of faith with their 3-man squad, 60 people, 20 squads, and empowers things. And they nailed it. Like, literally, the leap of faith was, like, you know, straight into the haystack. Like, you know, like in Assassin's Creed, straight into the haystack. Like, perfect fucking leap of faith that was. And yeah. And fourthly, the map. I mean, as I said, like, weirdly, it's actually one of my favourite things in the game is the fucking map. But yeah, I think that's enough said about that. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I don't know, it was a bit long, a bit, you know, me rambling on about the maps and stuff. But I hope you did enjoy it, guys. And if you did, make sure to smash that like button. Smash? No, just hit that like button. Let's not say smash. You know, it's been done so many times. But yeah, hit that like button if you liked it. If you think I did something wrong or you didn't enjoy as much or you think I could do something, you know, differently, do let me know down in the comments below, guys. If you enjoy the content I'm doing, make sure to subscribe. You know, hit the bell icon if you want to stay notified. Because you know how YouTube works with subscriptions. If you don't hit the bell icon, you probably, even if you do, you probably won't fucking get notified because I'm gonna get, you know, you know, avalanche with other, you know, I'm going to be just underneath all the big YouTubers and all that. Fucking algorithm sucks. But yeah, and also, if you like to see me play games actually live, I do stream on Twitch. There's a link down below in my description, should be at least. Um, and yeah, come and join us. I stream every weekend, guys. I stream Apex. I will be starting to stream Apex. And other than that, it's kind of random games, you know, kind of like trying new things what I enjoy and stuff. And yeah, and uh, all in all, hope you enjoyed it, guys, again. And I hope to see you next time. And I hope to see you on my streams, actually. So yeah, thank you again so much for watching, and I hope to see you next. No, yeah, I already said that. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys, and bye bye. I'm out.